Hey guys, how's it going? BCHD here, welcome back to episode number 4 of the Parma Road to Glory career mode in Serie A. Today, we got a big episode to get off to. We got some big matches coming up against the likes of Napoli at home. It's going to be a 5th versus 6th battle. We got Juve as well and some big games in the Europa League to finish off the group stages. But today, we are looking to get through to January, so in next episode we can start signing maybe a few players, maybe getting a few players on loan. So leave your transfer suggestions in the comments below. I'll also be looking at your past suggestions in previous episodes, but if you've got any updated transfer suggestions, leave them in the comments below. I'll be including them in next episode, because in episode number 5 we'll be hitting the January transfer window. But until then, we got some big games to get through. It's going to be Napoli at home at the Stadio Tardini, and we're coming up against them. It's going to be a big one, 5th versus 6th. This is going to be a big battle in terms of who's going to get Europe next year. Well, obviously we're aiming for Champions League, and Napoli is going to be a big contender. But also, guys, it's Roberto Inglese's return to Parma, and he's returned to the Stadio Tardini because he was our main man, our talisman, our striker last season, and he's returned back from loan, back to Napoli, and he's in the starting 11. I'm surprised they picked him other than Milik or maybe another striker, maybe Mertens, but they picked Inglese. They were impressed by the season he had with us last season at Parma, and he is coming up against us, so hopefully he doesn't come back to haunt us. But that's a little storyline of this game. As Roberto Inglese is on the ball, he's going to give it into Insigne, and Plizzardi makes a wonderful save there to keep it at 0-0. Diawara misses that shot, unfortunately for Napoli, but Inglese looking really strong against us as we're on the attack. Murgia gives it off to Timothy Weah, and his finesse shot just goes wide of the post, and we couldn't break the deadlock either, as Napoli still on the attack here as we get a header, and unfortunately from Pellegrini that we subbed on, it goes just wide, and we can't muster a shot on target to tempt the Napoli goal. And unfortunately Taith Chong threw on goal, couldn't get a clean shot away on that one, and we are still 0-0 here as Napoli make their way into the box. It's Insigne cutting inside, beating our defenders, and it's Plizzardi at the near post making a big save, keeping it at 0-0 so far. As we continue on in this game, it's Zielinski down this right hand side. Zielinski continues on, Verdi crosses the ball into Marek Hamsic. It's Mr. Napoli himself, the captain of Napoli, and they take the lead in the 80th minute. After the whole game being 0-0, Napoli take the lead. We get caught sleeping, and yeah, they make it 1-0, breaking the deadlock. Plizzardi can't save that one as Marek Hamsic, the Slovakian, making it 1-0 to Napoli as they continue on, and they hit the crossbar. Luckily to get out of that one, they didn't make it 2-0. We still got a chance to come back in this one. It's Tonali giving the ball off to Murgia, and we take a shot there, and unfortunately that is going to be the end of the game, and Murgia couldn't muster that shot on target. We couldn't get the equalizer in the dying minutes, and that's how it will end at the Stadio Tardini. Unfortunately, we lose to our biggest rivals in terms of the table, 5th versus 6th. So it kind of set us back a bit. Well, we got a few games in this episode to hopefully gain some more ground in the Serie A, and we continue on with some player training there. We've got the 2 last games in the Europa League. As you can see, they were on top of the table. Mönchengladbach in 2nd, Sion and Olympiakos currently in 3rd and 4th. We are versing Olympiakos at home, which we are going to simulate a game in the Europa League. We are comfortably sitting on 10 points, and we really just need a draw out of the next 2 games, and we're pretty much through to the next round, the round of 32 in the Europa League. So I'm so glad that the European dream, the European journey will continue in episodes to come as we're versing Olympiakos here at home. The Greek Giants are coming to Parma looking to get some points as they are struggling in this group. Shaparenko continues his Europa League form as we kind of show a different side here. We've got David Biabiani, Shaparenko, Pellegrini gets a injury there, picks up an injury, Gagliolo and Mai at the back as well, and we continue on being 1-0 1-0 up here as a few substitutions come on. Pellegrini comes on for David. We're still 1-0 up here in the last 10 minutes. It's Podence for Olympiakos getting the equaliser for the Greeks, and in the 82nd minute Olympiakos snatch a point in Parma. Maybe that might make them qualify for the next round, but Luca Pellegrini is out with a broken rib. He's going to be out for 2 months, so the youngster that we bought in from Roma in season number 1 is going to be out for a bit, so Gagliolo might have to step up, maybe Petzela as well. And yes, another injury to our squad that we got going so far. As we continue on, we're back with the strongest starting 11. Romagna and Pardu at the back, Petzela and Ruig on the flanks, and we got Merja, Chong, Tonali in the center of midfield. As we go into this one, it's against Atalanta away in Bergamo. I knew we needed points. We needed to pick up points in Serie A in order to qualify for the Champions League. You can see they were in 7th after that loss against Napoli at home, but we're going to Bergamo to face Atalanta. We're going to see if we can pick up some points here against a decent side. I mean, they've got Kessie back on loan. They've got Duvan Zapata. They've got Petagna back from loan. He was at Spal. And yeah, Gasperini and his men are looking to have another dominant home performance. It's proven to be a tough place to go in real life away from home, as Chong gets ahead of there, unfortunately hitting the ball wide. Just showing that we're really lacking that talisman in the middle, the main man at the top. And it's Chong again, hitting the crossbar with that left foot strike, but we continue on. Chong gives the ball off to Timothy Weah. Lainez is through here on goal. He's running at goal, and he shoots that one just above the crossbar. In the first 10 minutes, we were actually dominating this game. Jadon Sancho gives the ball off to Timothy Weah, holding the ball up beautifully. A lovely over-the-top ball through to Sancho. He's got Lainez to his right. He sweats it across, and it's a lovely worked team goal there from the boys. And we didn't score last game, but we've gotten it off early into the second game of the episode. We break the deadlock here in Bergamo in the 20th minute, and it's the Mexican man Diego Lainez that you guys wanted me to sign. Is paying dividends at the moment because he is really proving why he is a great player in this team and in career mode in general. I've loved using him, and we go 1-0 up here away in Bergamo as Atalanta try to get the equaliser. Plizzari with a great save. As we continue on, Jadon Sancho with a cross in the middle. Sportiello comes out to make the save. Ruig has a shot. It deflects again. We get it back. It deflects again, and Ruig takes a shot, and Sportiello is there to meet it, denying us our second goal of the game. As we continue on, Atalanta, we're on the attack. It's in the second half. In the 60th minute, we get a corner out of this one. Jadon Sancho swings it in. It meets Timothy Weah on his head. He gets great contact to it, and Timothy Weah gets a goal here to make it 2-0, extending our lead and shocking the home fans of Atalanta. As you can see there, we go 2-0 up in a game that we needed to pick up points in, and Timothy Weah has stepped to the plate. The American is loving life here in Parma, and yeah, we go 2-0 up. He looped the header over Sportiello. Great header from the man, and maybe he can be our Roberto Inglese in replacement in terms of getting headers from corners, but he is proven to be an all-round striker, Timothy Weah. He can do it all. As we go into deep into the second half, it's Duvan Zapata getting a shot off, and Plizzari with another great save. He is having a decent season, the young man from AC Milan. But we continue on, and it's Timothy Weah putting the ball through to Kubo. The substitute comes on off the bench. The Japanese man Kubo, the youngster, comes on and grabs a goal to put the final nail in the coffin of Atalanta. We get the third goal. We get the 3 points, 3 goals, a clean sheet. And yeah, a great game in general. Probably our best performance of the season so far that I've played. And Kubo just showing his pace there and absolutely striking that one into the left-hand corner. And yeah, what a performance from the boys. You can see there, our manager very happy with that performance in Bergamo, and we walk away with the 3 points, bringing it back to Parma. We got another game up against Juventus at home at the Stadio Tardini. And yeah, we versed them in season number 1 at home, and we got battered 4-0. So hopefully that won't be the same,
result, because we have improved the team a lot. And as you can see here, Ronaldo is still playing for them. We are up in 4th thanks to that win, and hopefully we continue on, make a big statement to Serie A, hopefully get a good result against Juventus. We've got our strongest starting 11 in there. Shaparenko makes his way into midfield. David is going to start up top. And yeah, Ronaldo, Dybala, Bonucci, Robertson, surprisingly, from Liverpool, Douglas Costa, yeah, at left wing. And we're going to continue on here with Parma against Juventus, the biggest game of our season so far. We get an early chance there with Chong. Unfortunately, it goes wide as Chong gets put through here again. He's got 2 defenders to beat. He ball rolls past them. And what a lovely finish from the man from Holland. He chucks a little dab on Ronaldo and Juventus. We get the opening goal here at home, and it's within the first 10 minutes. In the 8th minute, a lovely ball through from Shaparenko, I believe it was, and it's a lovely ball roll to fool the 2 defenders. Taith Chong with a great finesse shot, left foot finesse shot into the bottom, in the top left-hand corner. And my, what a save from Blizzardi. He's having a great episode so far. Douglas Costa with a shot. You can see on the replay here, that was so low and hard, and Blizzardi got down to that, making a crucial save for us to keep Juventus silent. As we continue on here, it's David on the ball, puts a through ball into Diego Lainez, running down this left-hand side. He sees Chong in the middle, and it's literally a carbon copy of goal number 1 for Taith Chong. He's grabbed his second. He's got a brace against Juventus in the opening 27 minutes, and you can see there we've doubled our lead. The Mexican Diego Lainez puts the ball through, sweats it in the middle, and it's another left foot finesse shot. 4 goals in Serie A for Taith Chong, and he has really improved in this second season, showing why he should be starting. And unfortunately for us, right before halftime, Juventus get a goal back in this one, halving the deficit with that man Cristiano Ronaldo. He stayed loyal to Juventus in season number 2 and has stayed with them, and he scored a goal against us here at home. Blizzardi couldn't save that one, even though he's been having such a great episode. And we continue on here with Taith Chong going for the hat-trick. And what a goal would have been if that actually went in. A little bicycle kick scissor attempt, and it just goes wide as Taith Chong is in for the hat-trick. And it would have been another great goal. A little chip over Pedin would have been a lovely way to get Taith Chong's hat-trick. But Juventus continue on here. We make a defensive error, and Brahimi, the man, comes on off the bench. Juventus signed him in this career mode, and he gets the equalizer here in the second half for Juventus. And I thought Blizzardi could have got a hand to that, but it was at the near post, and you can see the absolute power in that shot from Brahimi. The Algerian just thunders that one home for Juventus, getting the equalizer, making it 2-2, and capitalizing on our defensive mistake. And David, straight off kickoff, we thought we got the goal to put us ahead in the 69th minute, but unfortunately for the Canadian, he was offside, and we couldn't get the winner here. But we're continuing on, trying to get a goal, and it was Lainez there just putting the ball wide after that great chance. And we're really going for this result. It's Gomes off the bench, making a beautiful run, puts the ball through to Brignola. He gets a chance there and just puts it wide. But in added time, we're on the attack here, countering from Juventus. They've pushed everyone up. Shaparenko's made a beautiful run, puts a lovely ball through to David, and he makes the most of it, making up for his offside goal that got disallowed. This one, no way is getting disallowed. He gets the 91st minute winner for us against Juve. They're at the top, and we've really proven that we're not messing around this season. David doesn't mess about in the box. The fox in the box for us gets another goal in Serie A. That's his 6th for the season. We get a last minute winner, a counter attack that was absolutely beautiful. The man Shaparenko made that, and the Ukrainian made a beautiful run in the midfield, put it through to David, and he did not miss that one. He made it 3-2. 2 goal attempts for the man, getting 1 goal. We beat Juventus for the first time ever in this career mode. What an achievement. But we continue on. We can't get hung up on the fact that we just beat one of the best teams in the world, if not Italy. But yeah, we continue on for our last game in the Europa League. We are home and dry in the Europa League. We've pretty much finished in first unless we lose this game against FC Sion, which are bottom of the table. They can't make it out, but you can see there in the top goal scorers, Inglese, our former player, is actually one of the top goal scorers in the Europa League. But we continue on. We're going to simulate this match away in Switzerland against Sion because we're pretty much through to the next round. As you can see here, we put up a bit of a rotated side. It's Gomes starting with Pellegrini and Roche, our scout future star, on the right mid. But Ignola, Kubo and Puig make up the central midfield as Ruig, James, Empadu and Gagliolo are the back four. Gomes misses a penalty in the 6th minute. Kubo gets a yellow card in the 24th, but nothing much really happening in this game as we enter the second half. Blitzardi picks up an injury, which is quite interesting because we haven't really used Fructu that much in this career mode, and he might get the chance to actually get some game time depending on how long Blitzardi is out. But it's a 90th minute winner. We get two 90th minute winners back to back. We got one against Juventus with David, and now against FC Sion in our last Europa League group stage match, we get the last minute goal with Gomes, the Englishman, comes on off the bench, getting the winner against Sion. Make sure we finish top of the group as we have another away game against Udine in the north of Italy, which we're going to simulate as well. But we're currently sitting in 4th in the table. Udinese, we're at the bottom. I believe we're going to have a look at the ladder right now. But unfortunately, 6 weeks out for Blitzardi. You can see in that news title there. Unfortunately, we're going to have to use Fructu. Not that he's a bad keeper, just unfortunate for Blitzardi because he was having such a great episode. He's been improving so much this season. As we have a quick look at the table here, 15 or 14 games in, Udinese currently just sitting above the relegation zone. So I decided might as well simulate this game as Cagliari in 2nd somehow. But we continue on. As you can see, we're finishing off December. Usually December is an action-packed month for Serie A, but not really in the second season. We're playing against Udinese and Verona, but you can see there, Alessandro Blitzardi is out for 6 weeks, and we get some prize money for finishing first in the Europa League group stage. We're on to the round of 32. We're going to find out our opponents after this Udinese game, but you can see there our second string team is kind of tired. We're going to have to return back to the main team. Sancho, David, Lainez, Murgia, Chong and Tonali in the midfield. Petzella, Romagna, Mai and Ruig at the back. Fructu is going to make his debut in Parma colours in Udine against Udinese away from home in Serie A. And David, right before halftime, gets our 1-0 lead on as Russo comes off on the bench. Machis gets the 62nd minute equaliser, and it looks like we're all square here in Udinese, but Lainez, the Mexican, gets the 87th minute winner for us. We're getting a lot of late minute winners in this episode, so thankfully, luck is on our side this episode. We pick up 3 points in Udinese, so 3 back-to-back wins. And in this player training, we get Timothy Weah up to a 76. He's growing extremely well in this career mode save as we continue on in this one. We got the Europa League group stage draw, not the group stage draw, the round of 32 draw. We're in the knockout stages in Europe. You can see the man, he picks up our name, Parma, in the card, and we're not in this first round of fixtures. We are currently in the second round of fixtures. At the bottom, you can see we are taking on Lokomotiv Moscow, so we are on our way to Russia. Next episode, we're going to be facing Lokomotiv Moscow. I believe their stadium is the Luzhniki Stadium, so we'll be playing at a real stadium as well, so that's going to be amazing. An away day European adventure to Russia. Hopefully we can make it past the round of 32 and put ourselves in the round of 16, which I want to go as far as we can in this Europa League. There's a lot of good teams left in the knockout round, so we're going to be looking to get through as much as we can and maybe even qualify for the Champions League this season. As you can see, we're in 4th position, and we got a game against Verona at home. Recently promoted from Serie B, Hellas Verona have come up in the first season, and now we're taking them on in season number 2. And it's another team promoted from Serie B, so I decided we might as well simulate this one and let our first team do the rest, as the German centre-back gets a goal in the 19th minute to put us 1-0 up. As Sancho, before halftime, doubles our lead in the 37th minute. Biani comes on, Weah comes on. a few players come on for us, but we're entering the last few minutes of the game here. The last 10 minutes, it's a comfortable 2-0 lead so far, and Meyer gets a brace. The German centre-back gets 2 goals in this game to make it 3-0 in the 85th minute, and a comfortable home victory against a recently promoted side. So just continuing our winning form, and it's 4 wins in a row for us. Currently, we are sitting in a really good position. We're in the top 4 we're in prime position to get a Champions League spot. So hopefully we can do that this season. That's our main goal, and going far in the Europa League, I guess. But we're currently sitting in second, 5 points behind league leaders Juventus, and currently we're entering January, and we get the risk of losing a player, Jonathan Biabiani. A lot of clubs were coming for him in the summer, and I chose not to sell him, and it actually kind of paid off because he scored a few goals for us this season. So, and just a reminder that Mai, who just scored a double for us in against Verona, is going off back to his home club, Bayern Munich, as well as Ricky Puig going back to Barcelona because they were on a loan spell at Parma. So might have to bring in a few players on loan in January, maybe do a few player swap deals, but let me know in the comments below because I'll be reading your transfer/loan suggestions. We only have a few 100k in the bag. This is a transfer list that I've kind of put together that some of you guys have suggested, some I've just bought because I've just transfer listed because I wanted to get them. Zaniolo is a player I'm interested in, maybe that might fit our budget. Maggiore as well, Mandragora I'm really looking at getting in the next season. Maybe Bastoni, maybe Locatelli, as well as Cragno maybe as a goalkeeper. But that is a look at our transfer list. If you guys want to add any, leave it in the comments below. I'll be looking at them. But next episode, it's January. We'll be making a few signings, making a few loans, and yeah, we'll be trying to finish off season number 2, getting through the Europa League, hopefully getting a Champions League finish in Serie A. But that has been episode number 4. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. If you did, smack a like on the video, subscribe for more FIFA 19 career mode content. Follow me on Twitter, the link is in the description, and I'll catch you guys on the very next video.